not just forever is the end of our life, it's for now and all time. It's expressing that, and climactically, the highest melody note is actually mine right at that point. So it turns around, and I think it expresses how important and how much this person is still holding on to the hope that the two of you will be together right to the very end. Right to the very end. What else?
Basically, the harmonic structure seems to be kept fairly similar, like the chord rhythm as such.
Yep.
Was still there in relation to the original.
Correct. Very similar, but a lot of different chords and embellishments used versus
versions. Just
yeah. A lot of different chord inversions and a lot of what are called tritone substitutions, where you basically take a chord, a seventh chord, and you move the root and the fifth a half step in contrary motion, and it actually takes the entire chord, and the root now becomes the fifth becomes the root, the third becomes the seventh becomes the third. So you move two notes a half step, and the chord is related because the third and seventh don't change. But that gives some harmonic tug and some motion without changing the overall structure of the chart. So there's a lot of that I think that the chords evoke a lot of emotion and a lot of the angst in the performer.
For that kind of chord movement that you just described, would that be used more like reinforced, like for example, a half my heart, or on its own?
It's used in this song. There are several places I noted as we went through. You'll find that a lot on a sustained chord, where you want to have this sense of motion without having to go in a different direction. And identifying those are important, because that's a harmonic propellant. It's a harmonic adding emotion to tone.
But the heart of my heart, that point is one of them, I think.
Yeah,
it's just towards the tag.
and there are several in there that sighing is one of them. On sighing, and and they actually switch notes to get this sigh kind of feel as well. Yeah, the verse makes it very clear. A youth one day in a garden fair, a rose found withered and dying, and all for love in vain. This rose was sadly sighing, heart of my heart, I love you. Life would be naught without you. This is a person at the end of their life who is withered and dying, clearly a beautiful person, a rose, who is now withered and dying. And they're dying of a broken heart, and all for love in vain. This rose was sadly sighing, heart of my heart. I talked with Sandy Marin, who was Real-Time's primary coach leading into this international, and that was the exact scenario they discussed. And the song starts right when they come face to face with this person for the first time in many, many years, and what will they know will be the last time they sing the song to that person. So that's their why behind that performance of the song.
A couple of things on that particular rendition by Real-Time. I think their quartet sound really lends itself to that kind of heartbreak, heartache, kind of tearjerker kind of.
John's got a lot of that in his voice. Yeah.
But there's that real bright but still relaxed kind of placement. It's really fascinating. The other thing I want to say is on the harmonic movement. Yeah, the first couple of lines of the chorus, the heart of my
and you're right, they draw that out, and they also pause in that, on the major 7 in the melody. That major 7th there, which again just gives you more of that sense of tension.
And it's almost like it has that artistic effect as well. You know, like the dwelling on it, but it also possibly as a side fact, it shows you how strong their blend is.
Oh yeah.
Because the lead, the vocal, and then they swap. But it's just
Genius.
identical.
It's genius. Yes, it's really outstanding.
You can't tell like people have moved around unless
Right. So hopefully this kind of gives you some insight, right? And you know, whether you can identify what the chords are or not, whether you a lot of things that we did here really don't require theory knowledge. What they do require is digging into the music more. And I would suggest to you, if you're going to invest time, if you're singing a competitive quartet and you're investing a lot of time and energy into putting songs together to put on stage, if you're in a chorus who's competing, if you're really invested in a piece of music, dig in, find out what the composer was trying to say, research the song, look at the melody, look at the lyrics, look at the rhythm, look at the harmony, figure out what the real message of the song is and how can you weave together the elements to create an emotional experience for the audience. Any other questions?
No, just another, well, just sort of another statement before, just noticing that in the context of the whole verse and the context of having the "I will never leave you" or "forever" phrase being the climax, that moment that they did in that arrangement of where that first phrase is on that
Brilliant, yes.
is kind of almost a point of saying, this is my love, it's stable.
Yes.
It's stable, and also in the way that they delivered it, though, we have that sadness of, even though my love is stable, I know I'm going to lose you.
Yes. Brilliant. Brilliant.
In the structure of it.
It's really, it's a lot more complex than just saying, you know, happy, sad.
It echoes where they're going to find it.
Yes. Yep.
It's like in that arrangement, there's sort of some, I guess I call it like lyrical embellishment as well, because we all, and that, like the first time they performed that to the international crowd, they were singing a song that everybody knew.
Yes.
But they had to make it fresh, and I think the lyrical embellishment does a lot. I like the bit where it goes, "I love you," and then the echo is not "I love you," it's "I
need you. And that need, just the voicing with the tenor, need you, that voice in there helps to really emphasize the need as well, the tug of the need. Yeah, absolutely. And just when I'm alone, and you've got that, the melody on the solo, when I'm alone, with the ooh behind it, and then the divorce tenor on, alone. So I'm alone, you get the tenor who's apart from the rest of the quartet, and lonely, the lead tenor duet, alone, so lonely, into your arms enfold me, and there's this celebration of the chords there with the tenor. It's really masterful. It's a great.
It's also that bell thing on so.
Exactly, that's right, on the so lonely. It just helps to emphasize how lonely. Excellent, great observations. Great.
So much you can peel out of this song.
Yeah, you can continue. I'll tell you what, I think I've taught this class, 24 times now, and I learned something new from you guys and from just teaching and listening every single time. It's pretty amazing for a 34 measure piece of music and the other version too. All right, well, thanks everyone. Hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. And you can get these up on my website as well on tramackmusic.com. I've got these slides if you want to download them.
Thank you.
Great to meet you. Really enjoyed the quartet.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think that you can check there a bit. Also, play my session in Nashville. You can go to the session.
Very good.
Yeah. Shame about the opportunity, wasn't it?
It was a shame, but I'll tell you what, I think in retrospect it was probably the best thing that could happen to you guys, because that parody was genius.
I didn't see whether Mr. I was going out of town, I didn't have to do a second assessment session. So, but
Well, I
yeah.
really love your course. The course is terrific. I'm really looking forward to hearing more great things from you guys.